Hello and welcome to our podcast of Junkies. I'm Dave O'Neill.
I'm Kitty Flanagan. You're on the Sweet and Salty Roundabout with Possum and the Big Guy. And you're already on board. Sorry, I already said that.
Hey, get on board. Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Get on board. Get on board. And big announcement on Thursday, saw in the paper, FISK is coming back.
Oh, FISK is coming back.
So you can officially say now.
We can officially
we
say
knew,
FISK is coming back.
We knew it was coming back.
Yeah.
I think anyone listening to this podcast knew.
But we
'Cause
weren't
you had
allowed to say
cards
officially.
on the
we
wall.
were writing it. Well, we were
Just,
writing it, but whether they were going to let
One
us
scoop
film
was
it.
here. One scoop was here writing
Yeah,
it.
one scoop was down visiting.
She's
She's
a
coming
writer.
back this week.
Oh, there you go. And yeah, that was announced. That's exciting.
Yeah.
And 20 episodes this time. Pretty.
As if.
How many episodes do you do? 6?
6. Yeah.
Right.
They want us to do 8, but it's too hard, Dave.
It's a long time.
Like we put a lot of effort into
You
each
do.
episode. You know,
You
it
do.
takes us a long time.
People are still enjoying it. The immigration minister who lives near me. Yeah, he's a actual immigration minister.
Oh, okay.
He used to be a backbencher.
Yeah.
And then he, Albo got in and he's his mate and all of a sudden he's immigration. Pretty full-on job. I feed his cat when he goes to Canberra sometimes when he brings and as he said to me, can you feed my cat? And I said, sure, as long as you bring in Kieran's second cousin Tula into the country. That'll be appreciated. She's good with cats, but she can't get in. Anyway, so he watched it on a plane. He said he loved FISK. So there's people still just catching up with it.
Yeah, and the second season is about to come out on Netflix.
I know you've had a lot of people saying it's had a resurgence, but I'm amazed people come up to me and go, like the guy in the fish shop goes, I saw your show. I'm like, what show? He goes, on Netflix, the lawyer one. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But they'd never heard of it before.
Yeah, well, Harley Breen said the same thing. He said he gets stopped and said, oh, you're Keith Budge.
Oh, he's great in
and
it
I was
too.
like, oh, man, I could barely remember the character's
I know.
name myself. I was like, oh, yeah, of course, Keith Budge.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
he was great in it.
He was very
Quite
good.
a big part too.
Yeah,
He was funny. Anyway, that'll be great.
Yeah, we're coming back
It's gonna
next
be
year.
Exciting. The Spicks and Specks is coming back too. So,
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was
Never
on the,
goes away, that show.
It was on the announcements.
Was it? Yeah.
Q&A's
Should
back.
have watched.
I don't know what else is back.
Where do where do they come out, the announcements?
Oh, I was just on the internet, but I assume
okay.
don't they invite you to an event normally at
Yeah,
Channel
but
9?
I was working.
Yeah, so you couldn't walk on
couldn't
stage
go.
and
No, because it was up in Sydney.
yes,
and I was
in
working.
Sydney. Yeah, they're always in Sydney. I think. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so
All right, well, talk to us about MrBeast.
this is our feature act, MrBeast. So Mr. Beast is a YouTuber from America.
Now, when you say a YouTuber, what, like,
so he just
is
does,
he a comedian?
Oh, sort of. He just does. I only know because my younger son Barney, who just turned 15, his generation, his age group, love Mr. Beast, and so he just does stunts. He sort of does. So he's
Okay,
sort of a bit like Tom Green, but not as.
Oh.
You know, Tom Green used to go around and
Yeah, sort of interview people but be weird.
yeah, and also he did a thing where he got inside a bubble and he said he was the boy in the bubble and went around.
okay.
Anyway, but so Mr. Beast, for example, does a thing. He does sort of nice things where he goes and gives cars to poor people and stuff like that. So he goes.
How come he's so rich?
He's made a lot of money from his videos.
From chocolate? Oh,
no,
no.
the chocolate's just a. He did another one where those kind of old-fashioned radio promotions where the last person awake or in the shopping centre gets a house or something like this, that kind of stuff. Where it's like, they used to do that in the 80s, the person that can...
You had to hold your hand
Yeah.
on the car.
Yeah,
and
for the
then-
longest
Yeah.
period of time gets the car. So he does... They're the ones that I've seen with my son. And then he does stuff like he sets up his own Squid Game. Like he makes his own
like
version.
kills people.
Yeah. And so he hits well with the teenagers.
Yeah, well, Glenn Butcher, tour manager / Victor from FISK, his nephew and niece were the ones that put him onto MrBeast. And
Yeah,
said,
right.
MrBeast is where this is the best chocolate ever. This is the best chocolate ever. They're also the ones that were eating Tazos
Oh, yeah.
because everyone on TikTok was eating them. So yeah, it's just that very young demographic. So
Yeah.
we're getting young.
I was in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, near Shepparton or some Bendigo, something like that. I went to a petrol station. I didn't even know he had a chocolate. I said, oh, my God, MrBeast. So I bought one. And the guy behind the service station said his son cried when he brought it home because he's such a big fan of MrBeast.
Yeah. So this segment is called "What Are the Kids Eating?"
Yes. So should we just try the...
Let's start with the plain because he's got a few versions, hasn't he?
They're called Feastables, and this is just a plain
Milk chocolate?
chocolate.
He does a dark chocolate too, I think. Oops.
I mean, I love a bit of chocolate. But often, you know...
I just want to know what his credentials are for making chocolate. Like,
No, nothing.
Why is his
Nothing.
name on chocolate if
Nothing.
he's a YouTube prankster?
Yeah, he's a prankster. He's a YouTube star. You could be a YouTube star. You probably are. You don't even know it.
No, I don't really like that.
You know, like that?
No.
It's a bit American, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too hard. It's not creamy enough.
Well, I think the one the kids are all going
I
on
don't think
about.
Daryl Lee's in any danger there. Okay, let's try this one that's got peanut butter in it. That's the one I bought.
This is the big one.
Yeah.
This is the one that my son goes on about.
And this is the one that is
I don't
supposed
mind
to be... Oh, it's got a nice thin layer of peanut butter in it.
Ooh. Not bad. Better. Take a look.
No.
Not a fan of MrBeast.
No.
This
Well,
is
I certainly wouldn't trade in my normal chocolate for it.
no. This is a rice cracker one. A rice bubble kind of thing. Not rice cracker, rice bubble.
So like Crunch or...
Oh, I love crunch. That's not bad.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I think they're just buying it because it's MrBeast. You know what I mean?
Clearly. I mean, you're not buying that for the taste sensation or the, wonderful chocolate making abilities.
It's like, I don't know who your hero was when you were growing up. It's like, if...
Oh, it was probably, Bjorn Borg.
Yeah. Well,
Some
Bjorn
kind
Borg.
of tennis player.
Yeah, were you into
That's
the
how much of a
tennis
dag I
players?
was.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
So if Bjorn Borg had brought out a chocolate bar, maybe I would have bought it.
Yeah, you would have bought it. and
Or
gone,
Michael J. Fox.
Oh, yeah.
I had his
good.
poster on my wall.
Oh, wow. The
So
Back to the
maybe-
Future one, or...
No, I think it was just maybe it was Teen Wolf.
Oh, wow. Teen Wolf.
Wasn't he Teen Wolf?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then Jason Bateman was Teen Wolf too.
Oh, but gee, you've got a good memory.
Well,
Teen Wolf.
all my favourites.
What posters? I had like band posters though, so.
Yeah, so you were cooler than I was.
Oh, that cool. But anyway, yeah.
I probably had ABBA Arrival poster.
Oh,
on my
yeah,
wall.
I had that. I loved that. I loved
The one in
ABBA.
the helicopter.
I loved ABBA. When we got ABBA Arrival, my brother came running over and I was in a cubby hut up high and he said, ABBA Arrival has arrived, and I fell out of the cubby hut and hit my head and saw...
With excitement.
Yeah, with excitement.
Oh.
Wait, Chrissy Swan saw them at the Myer Music Bowl.
Yeah, I saw them at Sydney Showground.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was 9 years old.
You saw ABBA?
I saw ABBA. I was at the concert with
Frida, Anna.
No, I think
Bjorn.
Anna fell over.
Oh, Anna fell over?
Yeah, and then she had to do the next concert like with her leg in a moon boot kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, on crutches. Yeah, I saw that one.
You saw the one? Wow.
Yeah, where she slipped over in the rain because it was raining.
Were they good?
Well, I
You were
imagine
eight.
so. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was great. It was exciting. It was raining, but
I want to go see that show where they appear, but they're like, robots.
A
or whatever.
hologram?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's in London. You can go and they have like a live band, but then
Yeah.
they have holograms of the original ABBA singing.
Oh,
Anyone
okay.
gets up and dances.
Wow. Well, I'm going to say that
Yeah.
MrBeast,
No good.
sure, kids.
Get into
but
it.
It's not even cheap for kids.
No.
It's quite pricey chocolate.
Let's hope the profits are going.
Scam. What a scam.
Well, kids like it,
Kids love getting scammed.
Yeah, we all got scammed as
Yeah,
kids.
for
Sea
sure.
monkeys,
Sea
Sea
monkeys.
monkeys.
Yeah, I sent away for sea monkeys and X-ray specs.
X-ray specs. I was like the guy on the beach getting sand kicked in my face. I wanted to get that thing.
To build your muscles.
The 6-foot Frankenstein thing too. They were all really bad when you got them in the mail. They were like,
Yeah.
oh, very cheap.
What were the sea monkeys? They're kind of lice, aren't
They're
they?
squid.
They're like sea lice.
They're kind of like a sea lice, squiddy thing. Yeah. And I read about the marketing of them. It was just like this marketing triumph. This guy.
Yeah. Because he put little crowns
Yes,
on them.
yeah, the
So
sea
we all wanted
monkeys.
them.
I just remember the Pee Wee Herman show where the postman comes in and he goes, Pee Wee, got your sea monkeys, they're dead. Just made me laugh. Your sea monkeys are here, they're dead. Anyway.
Itching powder, you could buy itching powder.
Oh, itching powder.
And apparently that was just fiberglass, so like it wasn't very good.
Asbestos, probably. Good times.
All right, so yeah, getting scammed, it's just part of being young.
Yeah. Next, blind test. Okay, time for a blind blind test. I just saw these in Coles and thought, I don't think we've ever had wood-fired barbecue. Because we've had barbecue, but wood-fired? How does that work? It's got like a paintbrush on, like they've painted the... What? I mean, you think of wood-fired pizza. I know, interesting. I'm interested to taste them. Anyway, let's see if Kitty can guess. Come back in, Kitty.
Oh, you know what else I've been eating a lot of? Drummies.
Drumsticks?
Yeah,
Little
can't get
ones?
enough drummies. No, big ones, mate. My
Big
sister's
drumsticks.
one scoop's not here anymore. Proper sized drumsticks.
What flavour?
Standard vanilla, because I like the nuts on the top. And then once I get sick of that, I switch to the mint chocolate ones.
Oh, yeah.
It's like cleaning your teeth after a meal. It's delicious. Okay, what have we got here? This looks
You know,
like...
in terms of commercial ice creams, they are very good.
Yeah, they're good.
Hmm.
Some very good flavours. Oh, okay. It smells like it might have some kind of meat in it.
Yeah. Yep.
Smells a little meaty.
Spot on.
Smells like there could be a little bit of spice in there.
Yep. Yep. It's...
It's hot and sweet.
Yep.
It smells. I'm going to say maybe chickeny.
No, mate, I'm not
No,
chickeny,
really
but
not
it,
chickeny.
you know what? It is a very common flavour that we've done before. It's just the way that they've presented it. You're like, what?
Okay. Well, if it's not chicken, maybe it's pork.
Don't know.
No.
No, it's just
Is it a meal? Oh, it's kind of almost like
It's described as
it's a bit like pork crackling.
Yeah. It's described as a seasoning here, but it's like it's such a weird combination. It made me laugh because I'm like, does this actually exist? I don't think it exists. And they've just put two things together and gone, oh yeah. So the flavour is a very stock standard flavour that you know.
It tastes like a stock cube and pork crackling.
Yeah, which is what sort of chip is that we've always had.
Beef.
Yeah, but no, even more common than that. You know.
Oh, like barbecue.
Yeah, it's a barbecue
Yeah.
chip. It's a barbecue chick.
It tastes like a barbecue chip.
Yeah, but it's the way that they've cooked it.
Is there something else in the barbecue?
No, it's just the way they've cooked the barbecue.
Have they done it slowly?
No.
Have they done it rapidly?
That's a good suggestion.
Flame grilled.
Oh, very close.
Is
But again, this is what made me laugh. Is like, I've never heard of this.
it seared? Is it
Close, sort of.
hibachi? Like
Nah,
a special
no.
type, like Weber? Is it?
I don't think you're going to
I
get
don't think
it.
it's smoked.
Oh,
It doesn't
close.
Taste, it doesn't taste smoky.
Yeah,
enough.
close, but it's very close to the smoked. It's not smoked. It's they use it with pizzas.
With pizzas.
Yeah.
Oh, wood fired.
Wood-fired barbecue.
What? Come on.
But what is a
Wood-fired
wood-fired barbecue?
I don't
What is
know.
it?
While we're doing barbecue chips, why don't we taste this other Tyrrell's chip? Because I didn't bring this
yeah.
as a I didn't
Good
bring this
idea.
as a blind test, but
So it says
I wanted to compare. It's not a bad barbecue chip. I quite like it.
it's a kettle chip. It's a proper kettle, proudly Australian made. Wood-fired barbecue seasoning is quite a treat. We've blended some tasty spice with a light smoke flavour, more sauce. But look, on the cover, they've got the chips, they've got the sauce, they've got like a paintbrush.
Oh, like they've painted, like they've been basting it.
But wood-fired barbecue is kind of like a weird... Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
they've got a wood-fired... So is it a barbecue with wood in it? Anyway, it made me laugh.
Okay, so I found these because this is, I think, pretty new. You know Tyrrell's chips?
Yeah,
they
they're
do
good.
the
Good.
triple cooked, very
Yeah,
crunchy.
they're good.
They do the
Very good.
cheese and chive ones, which are nice. They do a nice salt and vinegar. They do a good plain chip. Very crunchy. And they've brought out barbecue. I didn't put it in as a blind test because I thought it's just barbecue,
Yeah.
but now I know that doesn't stop you.
Wood-fired barbecue.
Because this is a different type of barbecue as well. This is top-notch barbecue.
Oh,
So
see, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I don't know if you can taste the top-notchness.
But can you... I mean, it's funny because I don't never buy barbecue chips, but when I have them...
Yeah,
quite a fan.
it's the sweetness of them that's nice. How are they? How do they compare to the wood-fired barbecue?
Oh, they're not bad. They've got a subtle flavour.
I think I almost prefer the wood-fired barbecue. Oh, no, they're pretty nice. There's a lot there
No,
after.
you get a good one. Yeah, they're good. And they don't have that weird herb that Sandboy have a weird herb in it. It's got a weird herb.
Sandboy's got a lot of tomato in it.
That's what it is. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. They're good.
They're very true, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like a classic barbecue, but also they're very crispy. It's good.
Yeah, well, that's top-notch.
Gross. All right.
No artificial flavours. Here, do you want to take those home? They're
Yeah,
pretty good.
definitely.
I think your kids will like those.
Definitely. Tip them all in. Because Kieran's away, so
Ah,
the kids will be picking out
where's
tonight.
she gone?
Down the beach with her sister. She's spending time with her one, Scoop. Walks along the beach. And then my daughter's going, Dad, you should go away with your 3 brothers. I'm like, oh, God. Imagine that. Trev will bring a guitar. I'll be like, oh, no.
Oh, that'd be fun. You could take your bass.
Oh, yeah, great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn could bring his mandolin.
Does Glenn play the mandolin?
Yes, Mark
Of course he does. Of course Glenn
he's
would
Swiss.
play the mandolin.
Mark would play the beer bottle.
I'm surprised Glenn doesn't play the lute.
Yeah, he probably does play the lute. Oh, imagine that. What a nightmare. All right.
We're going to come back with
you're
some...
You're doing...
Oh, I haven't given you a blind test, have I?
No.
That was just barbecue chips. Okay.
All right,
You leave the room.
All right.
Okay, so I didn't do these on the last show because I'm still not quite sure what they are. They're a Ripples chip, which is my favourite brand from New Zealand, or one of my favourite brands. It's not the Bluebird, I don't think, but they look very similar. But they're a Ripples chip from New Zealand, and the flavour is the works. Now, all I can see on the picture is chives. I think it's a strip of bacon and cheese. So I'm not really sure what we're tasting, but I'll get him back and see if he can work it out. Dave, come back.
What is that?
Yeah, okay. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what we're tasting here.
It's kind of like a vanilla-y, but that weird
Gee, I
sharp...
don't know. It smells a bit like carpet. Oh, God, no, that doesn't. That smells like a bit like vomit.
Oh,
Good God. What are you thinking? There's a few flavours in here, so just throw shit at the wall, Dave. Pretend you're in a lab at Allen's or Lifesavers.
I'm working with... What's his name?
Oh.
Not Michael Fassbinger. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, Fastnage. Christ almighty. That's strong. Whatever it is strong.
It's like a
I mean...
garlicky kind of...
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's in there.
Onion, garlic.
Okay, 2 things. Check.
Oh, really?
Yep, just keep guessing.
Is it like a kebab?
No, it's not like a kebab.
It's like a meal?
It's kind of like a bunch of things that they've just decided, let's put it all in.
Like a buffet on a cruise ship.
It is a bit like, cruise ship chips. You'll get gastro as soon as you're finished.
Oh.
You must taste something else in there. There's something very obvious in there. A couple of very obvious things. Something very salty and something very vomity.
Yeah.
So salty flavours. Obvious.
I don't know.
What's an obvious salty flavour?
Is there a meat in there?
Yes, a salty meat.
Hang on, I need one more.
Okay, have another one.
I'm not. Chicken?
No,
it's not chicken.
salty meat.
Pork.
Salty meat.
What meat is salted? Ham?
Now you're in the right.
Oh,
now you're in the...
it's like bacon.
Yes.
It's bacon.
Okay, so far we've got garlic, onion, bacon.
Garlic, onion, and bacon.
And
What?
then there's one more.
Garlic, onion, bacon. Tomato?
It's vomity. No, it's vomity.
Cheese. It's some sort of cheese.
Yep, some sort of cheese.
Yeah, so garlic, onion, tomato.
From the looks of it, it might even be Swiss cheese. But the flavour, Dave, is the works.
Oh.
But I don't know the works of what.
So it's like a sandwich or a hamburger kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah.
The works.
On the packet, I can see chives, bacon, cheese, and that's all. There's no description of them besides the works.
It's like...
Oh, and then, there you go. Look, there's onion. You said onion, cheese.
It's just everything, man.
Bacon. Yeah.
Are they European?
No, they're New Zealand chips.
Oh, okay.
They do a very good ruffle in New Zealand.
It is a good chip.
It's a good chip, but I'm not sure about that flavour.
It's just the works, bro. Just the works, man.
It's a bit much.
It's not the worst. It's the works. That's a good one, though.
Do you want those?
Yeah.
Jasper might eat them.
Yeah, I probably would. He'd love it.
Okay, now, do you want another one?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. You just keep them coming?
Yeah, I reckon. All right.
You'll have to leave the room again. Okay, now, I could be doing a Dave here. We might have done this one already, and I probably hated it so much that I blocked it out and just completely forgot. But these are another Lay's chip. Yes, I've been into the Asian supermarket again, and the flavour is spicy crayfish. I've got a feeling we might have done it, but I just can't remember. So I saw them and thought, right, I've got to get them. Okay, I'll get him back. Dave! Ready. Full disclosure, we might have had these before.
Yeah.
You might have brought them for me.
Well, we've had wood-fired barbecue today, so, you know.
But I certainly have not bought them
Oh,
before.
my God.
Yeah, it's a strong chip. I mean, straight away, you should be able to guess what part of the world we're in.
Asia.
And even more so than that, what level of the world are we in?
What level?
As in, you know.
Which part of Asia?
Where are we? No, don't give me part of Asia, but just...
What level?
Yeah, what level? Like, we're not on Earth.
Oh. Oh, we're in the ocean?
Yeah. Can't you smell it?
Yeah,
Brackish.
love it.
Love it. Really?
Oh, yeah, that's very fishy.
Yes,
so it's like prawns or...
Yes, you're right. It's a shellfish.
Prawn.
It's not prawns.
Oh, it's crayfish.
Yes, it is.
Mm.
God, Dave.
I love crayfish.
Wow.
Love it. Is it just crayfish?
Well, and one more thing. It's a description of the crayfish. There should be one other flavour in there that you're tasting.
Onion, garlic, butter.
No, it's not as... I thought there'd be burn there.
Oh, pepper, capsicum.
It's just spicy.
A spicy crayfish.
Yeah. Can't believe you got crayfish.
Oh, yeah. It tastes like a prawn to me, but crayfish does taste a bit like prawns. You would know. You're not in that, you know.
Oh, mate, I know what crayfish tastes like. I worked in that factory, remember?
What factory did you work in?
A crayfish factory.
You work in I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to have to clean them, wrap them, and ship them off to Japan, I think.
A crayfish factory?
Uh-huh, in Geraldton in Western Australia.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Were you at a low point in your life?
Well,
Geraldton.
it certainly wasn't a high point.
Geraldton.
And, yeah, it was quite full-on factory work, and then you'd work like 23 hours a day because you have to work like as long as
when
the
boats
crays are coming in. Yeah, you've got to, like, you can't go, okay, tools down for 12 hours. Like, if there's crays there, you've got to keep cleaning.
Key, the trawler's coming in, love.
Yeah. And then that was the place where I was put in the freezer for talking while I was on the line because you're not allowed to talk on the line. And I said, I can talk and wash a crayfish. I'm not stupid. And they went, get in the freezer. And
oh, my
so I had to go and
God.
stand in the freezer. And that was my punishment until I came out and agreed not to talk.
How long did you do this for? 4 years. 3 days, I
Just
reckon.
there last year. Well, it's a seasonal job.
Yeah, so it's like 3 months at a go. Kind of.
Yeah, but what happens is there's a really high attrition factor.
Well, of course.
But the first few weeks are the busiest, and so they just take on all these idiots like me that like go, oh, yeah, you can earn $1,000 a week. But you can earn $1,000 a week because you're working 100
all
hours
the
a week.
times.
So it's not like that. It's not really great money. So you do it for about 2.5 weeks, and then you just go, I don't want to do this anymore. And they go, perfect, because now the crays are slowing down, and now it's just the regulars back on the line.
Oh, my God.
It was pretty gross. The people I was living with wouldn't let me in the house.
Because you smell
Not just smelled, I stank, Dave. They would make me stand outside and they would hose me until I was allowed inside to have a shower.
Now, you would have been back to Geraldton to do shows, yeah?
No, never.
You won't return?
Never been back to Geraldton.
Because there'd be a theatre there.
I doubt it.
Oh,
there might be an art centre, but I don't
be.
think so.
Mm.
No, never been back.
Wow, okay.
So, yeah, I can't believe you got crayfish.
I didn't know. I can't believe you worked in a crayfish factory. I didn't know that.
And you know what? That's not actually a crayfish on the front.
It's a lobster.
Yeah, because crayfish don't have the nippers.
Oh, you know your stuff.
Yeah, crayfish don't have the hands, the claws. They're just like more spiny and have the long, you know, these things, the long antennas.
Did they have a canteen at the factory?
I don't think they did. They used to have smoko, but I think you had to like go across the road and buy a Mars bar or whatever, carton of custard.
When I worked in a tile factory after school making roof tiles, they would have this truck that would turn. They still have these trucks that turn up and sell snacks and sandwiches. Gee, it was
good idea.
When that truck would come up, the greatest moment ever. You hear the truck, you're like, oh, awesome. Okay,
right.
Next bit of licorice.
We're going to finish with some licorice.
Oh, wait. All right, now it's time for bloody love licorice. what you call it?
That's the segment. I bloody love licorice.
I love licorice. My dad loved licorice too. It was one of the few lollies that he liked, I reckon.
Why is it a dad thing? Because
Father's Day.
At Father's Day, they have the licorice bag from Darrell. Do you think all dads do like licorice, or have they just like learned to like it because kids keep buying it for them? Is it one of those like
self-fulfilling prophecies? Yeah. Interesting, because Glenn, a friend of the show, my brother, he went to a licorice farm in Africa where they, because it's a plant.
Wow.
It's a plant. Licorice.
It doesn't grow like that though.
No, it's like a herby plant. Like, it looks like, he sent me a photo. It looked like, I don't know, weed or something. Anyway, this apparently is the best licorice ever.
Okay, so somebody left this for me. I think it might have been in Adelaide, and I'm really sorry, I can't remember, but I've carried all this stuff around for so long, and I've lost all the notes that went with the things. But somebody, thank you very much for sending in the Black Knight licorice medley.
Can you hold it up for me?
It's soft eating licorice, and the claim from the very nice listener who left it for me is that it's the best licorice in the world. I think it might be a New Zealand brand? Have I made that up? No, it's New Zealand. RJ's. RJ's is a New Zealand brand.
I'm paranoid about the photos I take now.
Oh, sorry. Make sure I don't look too bad.
That's better. I want to get doxed again on Instagram, whatever happened to me. Yeah, well, okay, I'll try it. Doxed.
Doxed.
The kids
Okay,
say.
so best licorice in the world. Have a go at that.
Oh, chewy.
It's a nice texture.
I don't know.
It's pretty nice.
Nice.
I mean, what do you want that's better than that as far as licorice goes?
Bigger bits.
Do you want something to compare it to?
I just like a...
Because I've got something you can compare it to, and I will tell you that's better licorice than the one I've got in the cupboard.
What have you got in the cupboard, Darrell?
I'm not sure what brand it is.
Not bad. That's not bad.
I think she could be right. I think it could be the best licorice in the world.
See, made with real licorice root extract. That's what
I'm
Glenn
looking
saw.
to see if there's any bigger bits.
Oh, there's a picture of a licorice branch on it. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
All right, pretty good. For
In fact,
me...
yeah. I'm gonna get... Look, let me just get this other licorice and you can taste it, because I think you've forgotten what standard licorice tastes like. So I'm going to get it. Hang on.
Okay, but you know the way it could be improved is that they could be 4 times as big.
I think you can get that brand in bigger bits.
I like bigger bits in my mouth, as we know. Small bitsy stuff. What am I eating? Tic Tacs, you know? That's why I'm not such a Tic Tac fan. He's got a licorice jar open. All the dogs are looking up. They think it's a snack. Oh, yeah, that's more like it. See, that's a better size for me. Oh, you're right. That's not as...
It's not as nice
Nah.
though, is it?
That's like a lolly kind of...
Yeah, it's not as good.
Okay, Black Knight is very good.
Yeah, that is good licorice. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I'm going to put some of that in my golf lolly bag.
Oh, no, bloody golf bag's getting bigger and bigger.
I'm going to have to take a couple of
You're going
clubs
to turn up
out.
with a sack like Santa. Rebecca's going to go, what have you got in your bag?
All right, and then the other thing that we've got here, this is a new product from Darrell. I found these in Adelaide. These are raspberry licorice all sorts. So they're all the one flavour, and they are deliciously soft layers of raspberry and white fondant with desiccated coconut pieces.
But when you look at it, there's like... So there's a white fondant, there's a raspberry layer, then what's that pink layer?
Well, that might be the coconut. Oh, they smell like raspberry bullets.
Oh, my God. It's like getting perfume. Nah.
I quite like them.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
You like that?
They're very floral.
Yeah, that's the word. Floral. I feel like I'm at Floriade or whatever.
I think I could only eat one.
Yeah, it's too full on for me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But when I saw them, I just thought they were one of the original flavours that they've picked out. But that's a new flavour.
No, that's a new flavour. But I don't mind them. If you like raspberry bullets, you might like them.
Yeah.
But I think it's the white fondant that's making it a bit weird tasting.
It's tipped me over the edge.
What did we do?
Well, what have we done? We've done MrBeast.
We did MrBeast. We started with MrBeast. We started with what are the kids eating. So do you want to finish with what are the kids eating?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because
let's go
I was
circular.
also given some Nerds gummy clusters.
I've seen Nerds, but...
Yeah. Now, I've seen Nerds, but only those really little things.
Yeah, they're like...
And so when someone gave me these, I went, oh, yeah, whatever. I don't like those little things. Sound like Dave, but I need a bit more in my mouth than just one of those little Nerds.
Oh, they can't... I put in the same category as Skittles, you know? I'm like, oh,
yeah. But then, so I gave these to Glenn Butcher, said, give them to your niece and nephew, get them to review them for me because I think these are just for kids and we're not going to eat them. And then I took a closer look and I listened to their review and I went, do you know what? I think I might actually like those. They're supposed to be like a jelly lolly but covered in crunchy lollies. So I went out and bought another packet and thought we should try them. So we'll try them and then I'll get up the review from the kids and from Bo and Lil
they look
up in Ballina. And
Ballina is beautiful.
Oh, okay.
How old are these kids?
So I think I want to say maybe 11 and 13.
Perfect age for the nerd generation.
Oh, God, they're a bit funny looking. I thought they were going to be bigger than that. I was sucked in by the picture on them.
They look like a... What does that look like?
Well, they actually look like, in a Liquorice all sort bag, you sometimes get those ones that are covered in hundreds and thousands. They look a little bit like that. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness me.
Oh, that's kind of a taste sensation.
It's,
oh, boy.
wow, there's a lot in there, isn't there?
A lot going on.
They're a bit, they're almost a little bit sour sweet.
They also, unfortunately, look like something that's been in a cat litter tray. When you get that cat litter, that's...
I guess if you can.
Oh, that's
yeah, they look like they've been rolled in.
Yeah, cat litter, that fine cat litter.
Let me,
they're not, the jube is good. The jube is good. That's in there. But I don't know about the things on the outside, the nerds on the outside.
Well, I'll tell you what I like about the nerds on the outside.
Yeah.
You think they're going to be hundreds and thousands, so not really taste like anything, but just make it sandy. But then they've actually got quite a bit of flavour.
Yeah. They pack a bit of punch.
They do pack some punch. Let me get up the kids' review.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec.
Okay, review.
All right, so this is from Lil, and she says, and she's 13, and she says, Nerd gummy clusters are really delicious, crunchy and sour on the outside, sweet and chewy in the middle. Very good description. It leaves your mouth very fruity and sweet. Very satisfying to chew as there is a nice texture on the outside. Overall, a delicious little lolly. That is a great review from 13. That is a
very good.
Great review. Now, Bo, who's a bit younger, he says the Nerd gummy clusters were really good, a bit sour at the start and then got really yummy after that.
Wow.
A bit chewy, but other than that, delicious. My new second favourite after bullets.
Oh, wow.
That's not only what the kids are eating, but what the kids are reviewing.
It's like they're doing a school report.
Yeah. That's a very good review. So if we've got any young listeners, and we do have a few, I imagine you'll probably enjoy the gummy clusters.
The gummy cluster, the nerd, because I figure that nerds are just those small things on the outside.
Yeah, which is why I never buy nerds, because it's like, that's too small.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the program.
Well, that feels like it's been a big show, Dave, because I'm feeling a bit sick.
I feel a bit ill. We'll tune in next week. We don't know what we're doing, but we've got some
a lot.
Kit Kats.
We've got some more Biscoff.
Oh, Biscoff just keeps going.
We're going to get Glenn Robbins on here at some point.
For the biscuit episode.
To do a biscuit episode.
And Carl Chandler's very keen too.
Well, we need to get him on, I think, to talk about paddle pops, and summer's coming. So
yeah, he's a big
paddle pop man.
Yeah. Well,
so
thanks
we'll
for
start
listening.
having some special guests, I think, over the summer.
Guests. We're sick of Sarge. And
some guest reviewers.
It's been one scoop and my brother, Glenn. We need a nickname for Glenn too. The mandolin player. The lute player. He plays the mandolin in the band.
Maybe he needs like a folk kind of singer name.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Mandible or something.
Mandible. Anyway, thanks
Mandible,
for listening.
that's your jaw, isn't it? That's not a folk singer's name.
Oh. Anyway, that's been the Junkies for another week.
And we'll see you next time.